Hey y'all, it's JCM here. Normally I do small GIFs or clips or whatever to showcase new things, but there's quite a lot to go through today, so I'm just making one continuous video to showcase all these lovely new things. Or rather, most of them. Some things either aren't done or just not worth mentioning. Regardless, let's start out with a new slime. I've introduced quite a couple changes to slimes, or one slime and a new slime, which is quite outstanding. If I just spawn this slime, here it is, the healing slime. It's quite a unique specimen. You'll notice that he can't actually heal himself. That's not what he does. He actually heals normal slimes. More specifically, whenever he's in range of a slime. If I just quickly move this guy. Yes. Oh, I missed. Wow. How professional. There we go. Let me just get that coin real quick. Now you'll notice that even though I've technically done more damage than 8, I'm still only gonna receive 8 coins, or 8 points, which is more so to stop people from farming on a single slime while he's healing. I'll quickly repair this and move on. Now another change I've done to slimes is specifically the bomb slime. Now what I've done is I've made it where bomb slimes will no longer target players. They'll only fancy walls such as this one. You'll also notice that its fuse is much shorter. Oh wee. Wouldn't want to let that get by, huh? Anywho. That's more so for just balancing sakes. But let's get into the actual new things other than slimes. This thing. The Hornet. It's a lovely new secondary item, or I might make a utility that just takes up the second slot, but I don't know yet. I'll just keep it as secondary for the meantime. Now, it has 2 functions. One, it can grapple. It'll pull you to any surface that you choose, as long as it's within a 200 stud range. Now this is especially useful for crossing places like this, or maybe you just want to get places fast. Now I don't have any sounds for it yet, but I'm working on that. It is a really great utility though for getting around. And honestly, I just catch myself doing this all the damn time in the studio. I just can't help it. It's too fun. Now, its second function is a little less obvious, but let me just knock this out. It can actually grapple enemies, and it'll pull them towards you at quite an alarming rate. However, this only really works with any slime that's not immune to knockback. You take a big slime like a Giga here, for example, and you can't really do it. You'll just fly over him. However, you'll fly over him faster than if you just hooked a wall. So that is quite interesting to keep in mind. If you're looking for a quick getaway, you might as well just use a nearby Giga rather than a wall. Or just let him pass. It's alright. Anywho, now on to one of the more controversial changes. Explosions. I've removed the old explosive system and replaced it. Oh, dude, that died. That dude just died. I've replaced it with a new one. This one allows you to continue flowing in a specific direction after you've launched yourself. It's quite fun. I can't seem to stop doing it. Notably, the power of your explosive is obviously based on your distance. And direction of explosion, obviously. However, you cannot move while you're in air. You're forced to fly in this direction until you either bump a wall or land. This is more so just because realism, and 2, Roblox physics kind of suck when it comes to this. because typically drag would slow you down to a snail's pace, and quite frankly, it was kind of boring. So this new system should definitely make things a lot more interesting. Now, another where this gets controversial is that a lot of people like a strategy called Rocket Horse, or Rocket Hammer if you prefer the hammer, where you blast jump yourself and then immediately equip whatever weapon you fancy. And this causes you to literally fly across the map. However, this update is no longer possible due to the recreation of the explosives jumping system. Now you just fly the same distance as if you were to not use any kind of weapon. Now this applies to all melee weapons, or all weapons entirely actually. Some people used cannon rather than melee to do it, but the effect's still present. Now I know some people aren't going to be too happy about seeing such a lovely mechanic go, but quite frankly, traveling from spawn to the end of the map in an instant was a little broken. Probably was going to go anyways. Now with the addition of this new secondary, hopefully travel is a lot funner, because this thing is really fast. And I mean that, like this thing, I think you can get across the map in maybe a handful of seconds. Like, really. As long as you can actually shoot this thing. Woo! It's quite fast. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly point out some lovely new changes that I've done to the game. And on that note, I will see you all in the next update. I hope. Now there is one more weapon that is currently in the works, but it's not done yet, so I couldn't include it in this little showcase here. But, oh well. You'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. It is quite a fun weapon. I think it's pretty interesting. I think you guys might like it, but who knows? The model's definitely nice. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Have a good day, and Habuski.